If you haven't already, I ask you guys to check out the Street Humans Kickstarter, my own action figure line. We have 2 figures available now, and hopefully we have more if we hit those stretch goals. Link is in the description below. Hey, what's up you guys? ShartimusPrime here, back here, doing another Spider-Man action figure review, another amazing Spider-Man action figure review. Today we're looking at the Bandai Tamashii Nation Spider-Man No Way Home's The Amazing Spider-Man Andrew Garfield figure. Finally, I have all 3 Spider-Man from that movie, which I still love and put on every now and then, and we will talk about the figure more very soon. But first, we gotta hit that theme song.
ShartimusPrime, ShartimusPrime. Reading comics, toys are hella sick, hella whacking it. Taking bad hits, taking back hits. Subscribe to the things.
Packaging is pretty standard for SH Figuarts. It looks like that thwip pose is a little suspect. We will see. Anyway, on the side, I do like the pattern of the artwork and everything that we're seeing right here for the packaging. I do like that. A whole bunch of product shots. I don't know about that ab crunch. And then on this side, you can see another product shot over there looking very shiny. And then the window creeps up to the top over there. And not much more at the bottom. And if you're trying to get your SH Figuarts, you can do so.
Big. Get your big badass toys at BigBadToyStore.com. Click the link in the description below.
And here's Spider-Man number 3 out of the packaging. And it's a pretty good figure. I do like the way it looks. The aesthetics are really nice and shiny. I really do like that. There are parts about it that do look a little wonky, and there are parts of the accessories that bother me, which I'll get into very soon. But for the most part, this figure is pretty fun, man. I've been liking it. So let's get a closer look at those accessories, and then we'll take a closer look at the figure. So no unmasked head. Oh, that frustrates me so much because the other Peters have unmasked heads, but this one does not have the unmasked head. I just showed 2 masked heads, but also we don't get fisted hands, which is also very weird. So you have web line grabbing hands, which do look cool. You know, the paint applications did come out pretty well on them. So they look nice, but yeah, I end up using these as punching hands, and that kind of bothers me that it's not a real fist, you know? You can go ahead and port this right in here, so that works out pretty well with this webline hand, and there you go. Nice translucent, frosty white paint in it, so it's not 100% translucent. And then you also have these 2 longer thwipping webs, which are a bit more translucent, but then these 2 short ones are very opaque. So you can see there is a variety right there within the webs themselves. We also have relaxed hands right here. We have thwipping hands right there. And then we have 2 different splayed open hands, or these are the wall crawling hands. Then these are just the wide open hands right there. And then you, of course, get your Peter finger pointing hands. Peter finger pointers. Yeah, say that 10 times fast. Peter finger pointers. So the figure looks okay. I do think of it as an upgrade compared to the Mafex figure that I've had for quite some time. This is fading right over here, so that's a bummer. And I really do like the shiny red paint that we're seeing here. And the head sculpt looks really good. We have a little bit of a pearlescent sheen going on for the eyes, so I do like that. The paint applications themselves look very clean, so I do like that. The arms do feel a little skinny to me, though. I feel like these arms are a little extra thin. I don't know. It may just be me, but I think it could have been bulked up a little bit more so. And then on the back, everything looks nice and crisp as far as the paint apps go, so can't really complain about that too much. I'm never a big fan of this whole crotch section with SH Figuarts. It gets really weird. You know, there's all kinds of pieces. It's just like one too many breaking points in the articulation right there for me. It does break up the aesthetics quite a bit, but it does have some functionality there. So depends on, you know, whether that's worth it to you or not. I do like having my articulation. We have this new thing right over here, a little bit of a cap covering that ball joint right there for the ankle. So I think that's a smart move that they did that. You know, at first I thought it was weird, but I do think it looks better doing that rather than just having, you know, the flat plastic right over there. Feet look pretty good. No peg holes or anything, though. So I genuinely don't have too many gripes about the articulation. You can do a lot with the figure. I mean, look how far up you could look. You get a ball joint there, ball joint up there. So that's pretty sweet. I do like that. And you can get the head to look down quite a bit. You get side-to-side motion, great pivoting. Butterfly joints shift up and down a little bit. They move in and out. They don't move back so much, but they do move forward a whole bunch. Shoulders can move out almost at the 90-degree mark right over there, but not quite. You can move down all the way, rotate a full 360. We get bicep swivel. We have the double jointed elbows. We have the peg system right over here, so you can turn it any direction you want and swivel right over there. You get the torso or the diaphragm articulation, diaphragm pivoting, crunches forward at the diaphragm, back at the diaphragm, rotates at the waist a bit. It does get stuck at this point, so you can only move it that far. It does pivot at the waist. With both joints, he'll crunch forward that much. With both joints, he'll crunch back that much. You also get pivoting right there at the waist. Hips move outward very far, and you can get him to kick up very far. You'll move outward a bit as you move up, back a bit, upper thigh cut, double jointed knees, ankles move down, they move up, side to side motion, beautiful ankle pivot, and toe articulation. And to measure out this figure, you can see that this amazing Spider-Man is standing a bit over 6 inches tall. Now for an SH Figuarts Spider-Man comparison, you can see all three Spider-Man from No Way Home. We have our Toby, we have our Tom, and there's Andrew. I feel like these two are supposed to be the same height, so for that, I don't think this is a perfect height difference between the three of them, but I am happy to see that Spider-Man number 3 is the tallest. Then here's the SH Figuarts Amazing Spider-Man next to the Mafex Amazing Spider-Man number 1 and number 2 movie figures, and you can see he is a bit shorter than these two right over here. God, these figures were so amazing for so long. Those hip joints look terrible, but yeah. I'm definitely liking this as an upgrade right over here. Then here's the SH Figuarts Amazing Spider-Man next to the Marvel Legends Amazing Spider-Man from No Way Home. And I gotta say, man, this is a really good figure. Like, you're getting a lot for your money, but this one does have the premium paint applications. Like, the articulation on this one is great. This one has more. Comparing the two is really hard to do because, 4 or 5 times more the cost to get this one compared to that one. But I will say, I really feel like you're getting a deal with the Legends one, but I do like how this one looks more. It just has that premium quality, realistic look to it that I love. And here's the Amazing Spider-Man SH Figuarts figure next to some Street Humans prototypes with their stretch goal extra heads right over there with the mohawks. You can see we have Alago and Eon, and I swapped the legs too, of course. Paint rub is only due to these being polyurethane prototypes. These are the kind you don't pose around. I've been posing them like crazy when I shouldn't. And then here's the Amazing Spider-Man figure next to your average 6-inch scale figure. We have the Marvel Legends Big Time Inner Letdown Spider-Man, and no stop motion today, but I do have a whole bunch of interviews up on YouTube, so I'll be doing an interview with Alan in the World of Toys and Hella Dope Toys tonight. The first one's at 5 p.m. Pacific time. The second one, Hella Dope Toys, 6 p.m. Pacific time. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, feel free to show some love to the channel by simply clicking that like button, and if you're new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. And if you're interested in the Street Humans figures, I urge you to go ahead and check out the Kickstarter and back it right now. Link is in the description below. And the figure is fun. I'm a sucker for the Spider-Mans, and I really think they delivered in a lot of ways with this figure. I do like how it looks. Like, the proportions look pretty good to me. I like the posability. I also really like the paint applications. So there's a lot for me to like. I did have fun posing it around and taking a lot of photos. It does look very cool. However, I am seriously bummed out over the fact that he does not come with an Andrew Garfield head. That is very frustrating, and I wish he came with fisted hands. I do have complaints about some of the sculpts. Like I said, I feel like the arms could have been a little bit bigger, so there's parts where I think he's a little too thin. But I mostly did enjoy the figure. I really did kind of get myself stuck in the action figure abyss, taking a whole bunch of photos. So for that, I gotta give the figure credit. If it's gonna make me have a good time with it, I can't really hate it that much, man. So I did enjoy the figure. It's just very expensive and lacking some serious accessories like, the unmasked head and fisted hands. Those two things really bummed me out about it. But at the price point of around, I want to say around 80 to 100 bucks, I'm gonna give this Amazing Spider-Man figure a Sud rating of
It's not so bad.
And I'd like to know what you guys think, so please let me know in the comment section below. If you want to see the latest Marvel news, you can always find it over at marvelousnews.com. And if you want to stay in touch with me on social media, you can find me on Instagram, Twitter, Twitch, TikTok, and on whatnot. We got a Spider-Man giveaway on Thursday. Yeah, that's right, this coming Thursday night at 6 p.m. Hope to see you there, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace.
Crispy.
Woo!
Hey, new ShartimusPrime videos. Hey, you should click one. Yeah, click on one of them. Or subscribe if you haven't.
We're shot.